Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to take a standard pair of overalls and transform them into a mini dress. We're also going to be adding trim along the bottom and the straps. This is a super easy project for all skill levels, so if you are new to sewing, you should have no problem following along. With all that being said, let's get started. Getting started with supplies, you'll need one pair of overalls, and for this project you can use any pair of overalls, whether they're shorts or pants. The first thing we're going to do is move to the inseam, and you can either dethread it or cut it. I'm going to be cutting it because I want to reuse that seam on the final product, so I want to keep that seam intact. And once you finish dethreading or cutting, we're going to move to the center seam and dethread that up to the fly. We're also going to do the same thing for the back seam, and for these ones you do want to dethread because you'll lose fabric if you try cutting. This does take a little bit of time, and try to be careful as possible not to rip the fabric. The goal is to give yourself enough room so we can pull that side over and it doesn't bunch up in the center and it lays flat. With the front complete, we're going to move to the back and we're going to do the same exact thing, but on the back side you do want to go up a little bit more because there's more of a curve back there. And depending on the style of overalls, you may have a double or triple stitch, so it can be a little bit more tricky. So the trick is to dethread, pull the fabric over, see if it lays flat. If it's not laying flat, dethread a little bit more. It also depends on how long you want to make the dress. If you want to make it really long, then you're going to have to dethread higher. So it really depends on how far you want to pull that fabric over to close the gap in between the legs. The best way to figure that out is try it on or throw it on a mannequin and just see how far it goes down and make your calculations from there. I'm trying to keep the hammer loop on the side, so what I'm going to be doing is cutting just below that, and that will be the bottom of the dress. If you're not fully certain, I recommend making a cut further down, trying it on, and then going up if you need to. Also, you don't want to throw away the scraps. This is great fabric to use for hats or any other projects. So at this point, we're going to lay both of the layers flat. If the bottom doesn't line up, that's totally fine. We can trim that later, but then we're going to follow the stitch mark and stitch it down and flip it around to the back side, do the same thing. The bottom section of the back side doesn't have a perfect edge, so what I'm going to do is just roll that over once, pin it down, and then place my stitch. And I do recommend following the exact stitch paths as the dethreaded stitches and using the same color thread because in the end it will really blend in. Take your time, try to make it as neat as possible. After finishing up the stitch, you're left with the raw edge on the bottom, and you can keep it this way or you can roll it over twice and hem it. I like the raw edge look, so I'm not going to be adding a hem. If you choose to go this route as well, it's best to add a tack stitch on both side seams so it doesn't unravel over time. You may also want to place a stitch on the inside of the bottom edge so the fabric has a place to stop unraveling. Or the other option is using a trim to go along that bottom edge. This will seal off the fraying and also the side seams. These come in a bunch of different styles, so find something that works best with your project. It's also super easy to install. All you have to do is lay it out along the bottom edge and stitch it down. Depending on the trim you're using, it's best to match the thread color to the trim so it hides in the trim and it's not exposed in the end product. And the fun thing about the trim is that you don't actually have to stop there. You can keep adding layers of trim going up the dress. So get creative with it and make something that's unique to your style. Since I did have a little bit of this left over, I'm going to move up to the straps and add it on top. If you choose to do this, it's best to try the overalls on and set the straps to your measurements. Because I'm going to be placing them on the outermost edge of the strap and having them meet in the center of the back. Depending on your trim, you're going to want to roll the edges over at the start and stop point to hide the raw edges. I'm also only going to be sewing on the outermost layer of the strap, and then once you get to the strap adjuster, we're going to jump it and then start stitching again. This is why you're going to want to adjust these straps to your measurement before you start sewing, because you're not going to have a lot of movement after you sew these on. But the bigger gap you leave for the strap adjuster, the more movement you will have, so I recommend leaving about 4 inches on both sides. I didn't have enough trim, but if you had more of it, you could actually continue this all the way down to the bottom or make a design in the back with the trim. You can also place it on the pocket edges, the side seams, pretty much anywhere to get the whole design to flow together. So have some fun with it, try different length dresses, different trims, and you can even cut the bottom to different shapes. And if you come across a cool trim or way to cut the bottom, definitely leave that in the comments below. And there you have it, your new mini dress is complete. Hopefully yours turned out as good as mine. And this project can be done on any pair of overalls. You can also substitute any style of trim. And I would love to see what you come up with, so tag me on Instagram at Properfit Clothing. And until then, I'm gonna keep the videos coming at you, so I'll see you next time.